lovely. Oh, Gilly. Oh, Gilly.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Animation Pilgrimage, the show where Sean and I take a look at every single theatrically released animated film in chronological order. I am Tennille.
I am Sean.
Today we are looking at a Belgium-England film from Arrow Pictures? Arrow something.
And Belvision.
And Belvision, Gulliver's Travels. Yes, yet again.
We have another Gulliver's Travels adaptation. And you know what?
What?
This one is probably the most accurate to the book yet.
Probably. Like, I still haven't read the original source material, but...
Well, it has two different sides that are fighting over, and it's framed in such a way that it's something really dumb and silly to Gulliver, who's the big guy in the situation.
Yes, and the way that he reacts to all of it is very fitting to what I know from the book.
Where he's like, well, you both are really silly and this isn't worth fighting over.
Yeah, and he's like really condescending to them all the time too, where he's like, oh, you silly little people with your silly little problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, at the end of the movie, he gets picked up by a giant himself, actually insinuating that there's more to this story because there is. Like, the part with
This is the first time we've seen a Gulliver's Travels where they acknowledge that there are multiple travels.
Gulliver's Travels doesn't just go to Lilliput. He also goes to someplace with giants, big people, and he's the tiny person and they laugh at him. And then there's another section where animals are in charge.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We all covered it at one point in
one of our Gulliver's Travels reviews.
Yeah, we went through a synopsis of what the different travels were, but I've kind of forgotten them at this point. What matters though is the whole Lilliput section again.
Yeah, and they're fighting over which end of a hard-boiled egg you're supposed to crack open to eat it. Or not hard-boiled. The kind of egg where you partially boil it and then you crack it open and then you use a spoon to scoop it out and eat it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a thing.
This is how little this matters. We don't even know what it is that they're doing.
Well, no, I know what they're doing because
we don't know what it's called, though.
I don't know what it's called, but I know...
Poaching an egg?
That... I have no idea.
There's so many terms when it comes to eggs, and I'm... Honestly, at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
I'm not. What the hell is this? Does anyone actually do this with their eggs? Do they not just make the egg and then just splap it on a thing? Do you actually have... There are actual goddamn stands to hold eggs, and I don't understand it.
I don't either.
But anyway, that has nothing to do with this movie.
Lilliput is fighting about this, and they've broken off into two warring factions.
They're willing to kill each other to the death over...
Kill each other to the death.
Kill each other to the death. Over
I said what I said.
A small thing like how to properly break open an egg.
Yeah.
Everyone in this movie sucks.
Yeah.
Which is what it's framed to be.
Also,
I guess we didn't really talk about what this movie is.
Yeah.
It's a live-action... hybrid with traditional animation where the Lilliputians are animated cartoons and Gulliver and any other normal humans we see are real on a lot of fairly well-crafted sets that have very bad regard for wait, what part of what part of the world is this supposed to be?
Right. I can't think of I can't think of the term right now. But it's very much like this big combobulation of all these different cultures, and you can kind of tell that what they wanted to go for was something to make this place feel mystical.
Some form of India or the Middle East, but
there's also Roman buildings and
yeah, it's a bit of a mess. And then there's
straight up castle stuff, European castles, and so you're just all right, instead of feeling like this, magical, unknown place. It feels more like your art director couldn't make a decision on where they wanted to take inspiration from, so it's just a mess. And as a whole, I have to say that this film wasn't awful, but it wasn't great.
It wasn't great. The animation was definitely the part they didn't put the budget into.
Yeah, there's a lot of reused animation.
It was short, choppy, bad, and then they just reused it 12 times.
Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, I'm having a hard time remembering what the animation even looks like. It's that forgettable.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
I remember.
I remember the sets better than I remember the characters.
Mm-hmm. Like, I just remember them doing the same piece of animation over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Also, because of course it did, the only good little Pushin looks like a handsome white man, and everyone else looks like generic cartoon people.
Over-the-top evil cartoon people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like, the evil guys are evil cartoons, and then everyone else is just generic cartoon people with vaguely non-British clothing.
Mm-hmm. So, a little background for this boring little film.
Mm-hmm.
It's directed by Peter R. Hunt, who is the director of Goldfinger. James Bond.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He's done other work on other James Bond films and has done both directing work and editing work over his seemingly pretty successful career. So, yeah, apparently this film had a lot of trouble getting proper funding. Like, it would get funded a little bit, and then, like,
they're like,
they would have to do more, and then, like, get funded a little more. It seems like it was kind of a messy production.
I'd believe it. All right.
Also,
Gulliver himself looks really familiar.
Uh-huh.
Like, we obviously know him from something.
Yeah.
There's only so many British actors out there. Like, I can't place who he is.
If he's a British actor...
Is he James Bond? Did he play a James Bond?
Okay, honestly, I can't tell you that because I did not look that part up.
Okay.
It's Richard Harris. Does that name ring a bell? Also, if he's British, what property could he have possibly been in that came out sometime when you and I were growing up?
Yeah, no, I'm drawing a blank. I know that's all supposed to mean something to me, but
Well,
I don't know.
Every British actor alive has been in Harry Potter, so...
Okay. Him being in Harry Potter does not surprise me at all. You're going to have to tell me who he was.
He was Dumbledore in the first two movies.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, it's that Richard Harris!
He's old man, actually good Dumbledore?
Yeah, before Michael Gambon.
Oh, shit!
No wonder I thought his smile was so charming. I'm like, oh man, I like this guy, even though I don't really like this movie. And I feel like I know him from something. What is it?
Oh.
He's Old Man Dumbledore!
Okay, then he definitely wasn't James Bond.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like, he looks very similar to the current James Bond, who is definitely someone else, and like time frame wise that doesn't line up.
Yeah,
I don't know why I kept thinking that.
Richard Harris was old.
Yeah, especially if he was playing Dumbledore, because he died.
Yeah, he died in between movies 2 and 3. 2 and 3, yeah.
And then we got someone else to come.
Oh.
Cool, you're not Dumbledore.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well.
But yeah, I think that was the best part of this whole review, is finding out that this was Richard Harris. Because, like, oh, man. Makes me kind of happy.
All right, yeah, cool. I'm okay with that. Would I suggest people watch it? Only if you really love Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah.
Because, like, God, it's so boring.
Yeah.
I'm so done with Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah. It wasn't that great of a movie. Richard Harris does a good job playing his part, but like it's just not a very well directed film.
Mm-hmm.
And the animation is definitely not something to really look into it for either. So that's really all there is to say about this film.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of our first really disappointing film of 77, if I'm remembering everything correctly.
I mean, we've only watched 3 other films, so yeah. Well, either way, we have another one that I've heard about.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of infamous, this one.
Oh, yeah.
We have Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure.
Strap in, folks. Things are about to get wild.